It was a peaceful morning in Enchantia. The golden sun rose gently over the castle towers, filling Princess Sofia's room with soft light. She stretched her arms, yawned, and smiled. Today felt different. There was something magical in the air. Even Clover, her talkative rabbit, seemed unusually excited. "Morning, Sofia," Clover said, hopping onto her bed. "You got that sparkle in your eye look again. What adventure are we going on today?" Sofia giggled. "Oh, Clover, not every day has to be an adventure," she said. But deep inside, she knew that wasn't true. Somehow her amulet, the amulet of Avalor, shimmered with a faint purple glow that morning. It only did that when something special was about to happen. After breakfast, Sofia headed to the castle library. She loved reading stories about brave princesses, faraway lands, and magical creatures. But today, something caught her eye, a thick layer of dust on one of the tall bookshelves. She tilted her head. "That's strange," she whispered. "Mrs. Higgins cleans this library every day." Sofia walked closer and noticed an old book resting behind the dusty shelf. It was leather-bound, with golden vines curling around its cover. The title read in shimmering letters, "The Secret Library." Her fingers tingled as she reached out to touch it. The moment she opened the book, the pages glowed brightly, and a gust of wind swirled around her. Books fluttered from the shelves, and suddenly, the entire bookshelf began to move, revealing a hidden door behind it. "Whoa!" Clover squeaked, jumping behind Sofia's dress. "What's that?" "I think it's a secret passage," Sofia said, her eyes wide with wonder. Without thinking twice, Sofia took a deep breath and stepped through the door. The passage was dimly lit, lined with glowing crystal stones. Each step echoed softly as she walked deeper. Then, the hallway opened into a huge underground chamber filled with books floating in midair. At the center of the room stood a tall woman with a kind smile. Her robe shimmered like moonlight. "Welcome, Princess Sofia," she said gently. "I am the keeper of the secret library." Sofia's mouth fell open. You know my name?" "Of course," said the keeper. "Only those chosen by the amulet of Avalor can find this library. It holds the greatest stories of all time, tales of heroes who still need help completing their stories." Sofia blinked in awe. "You mean the stories are real?" The keeper nodded. "Yes, and sometimes those stories need a hero like you to set them right." A golden scroll floated toward Sofia. When she unrolled it, glowing letters appeared. "A story unfinished. A hero's courage is needed. The tale of the lost princess of Eldora." Sofia's heart raced. "So, I'm supposed to go into the story?" "Indeed," said the keeper. "When you help finish a story, it becomes a part of your heart forever." Before Sofia could ask more, the amulet glowed again. A swirl of golden light surrounded her, lifting her gently into the air. Clover shouted, "Wait, Sofia, don't leave me behind." In a blink, the chamber faded away, and Sofia found herself standing in a misty forest under a silver moon. The trees whispered softly, and somewhere far off, she heard someone crying. Sofia looked down and saw her dress had changed. It was now a soft silver gown with shimmering stars. She took a deep breath and said, "Okay, amulet, let's finish this story." From behind a tree, a small fairy peeked out. "Are you the new story keeper?" the fairy asked. Sofia smiled. "I guess I am." And so began Sofia's journey into the secret library, where she would live the stories she loved and learn that courage, kindness, and curiosity could turn any mystery into magic. Glowing star. Sofia stepped carefully through the misty forest, her silver gown brushing softly against the mossy ground. Clover hopped nervously beside her. "Sofia, are you sure this is safe? We don't even know where we are." Sofia smiled gently. "I know, Clover, but that's the point of a story, to explore, to learn, and sometimes to help." Above, the moon shone brightly, lighting a narrow path that twisted between tall, silver trees. Their leaves sparkled like diamonds, and the soft sound of a babbling brook echoed through the air. In the distance, Sofia heard faint sobs. She quickened her pace. "Someone needs help," she said. "That must be the lost princess." As she approached a small clearing, She saw her, a young girl with long, golden hair, wearing a torn blue dress. She sat on a rock, hugging her knees, tears shining in her eyes. "Hello," Sofia called gently. "Are you the lost princess?" The girl looked up, startled. Who are you?" "I'm Princess Sofia," she said, kneeling down to appear less frightening. "I came to help. I found your story in the secret library, and I think we can finish it together." The girl sniffled. "My name is Alara, but everyone says I disappeared. My kingdom, it's gone. I was lost, and now no one believes me." Sofia's heart ached. That must have been very scary. "But don't worry, Alara. We'll find your kingdom together." Clover twitched his nose. "Did you say disappeared? That sounds dangerous." Sofia nodded. "It is, Clover. But danger can be faced with courage and friends." She smiled at Alara. "And now, you have me, Clover, and your story to guide us." Alara wiped her tears. "I don't know where to start." Sofia held out her hand. "We start by believing. Every story begins with hope. Do you believe we can find your kingdom?" Alara hesitated, then slowly nodded. I think so." With that, the forest seemed to change. The mist swirled around them, forming glowing shapes, magical maps that floated in the air, showing winding roads, rivers, and mountains. One path shimmered brighter than the others. "That must be the way," Sofia said. "Let's follow it." As they walked, the forest tested them. Branches reached out as if trying to block their path. Strange shadows darted behind the trees. But Sofia held Alara's hand tightly. "Don't be afraid," she whispered. "The light of our hearts will guide us." Finally, they reached a crystal-clear river. A rickety bridge stretched across it, creaking with every gust of wind. Alara froze. "I can't." Sofia knelt beside her. "You can. I believe in you. One step at a time." Taking a deep breath, Alara stepped onto the bridge, followed by Sofia. Clover scampered behind them, holding onto the hem of Sofia's gown. The bridge swayed dangerously, but Sofia guided Alara across safely. On the other side, the forest opened into a hidden valley, and there it was, a castle shimmering in the moonlight, surrounded by sparkling fields. Alara gasped, My kingdom!" Sofia smiled. "It was never truly lost. We just had to find it together." Suddenly, a shadow fell across the valley. A dark figure appeared at the castle gates, blocking their way. Its eyes glowed red, and its voice echoed like thunder. "Who dares return the lost princess?" it bellowed. "No one shall claim this kingdom while I live." Alara trembled. It's the shadow of doubt. It's in my story, the one that trapped me." Sofia stepped forward, her amulet glowing brighter than ever. "We're not afraid. Your shadow only has power if you believe in it. We believe in hope, courage, and friendship." Clover puffed out his chest. "And don't forget me, the brave rabbit." With that, the shadow shrieked, swirling violently around them. But Sofia, Alara, and Clover held hands and focused on their hearts. A wave of golden light burst from Sofia's amulet, chasing the shadow back into the darkness. Alara gasped, We did it." Sofia smiled. "Yes, your kingdom is safe again, and your story can finally be finished." Alara hugged Sofia tightly. "Thank you, Princess Sofia. I couldn't have done this without you." Sofia hugged her back. Stories are stronger when friends are with us. And now, your kingdom can shine again because you're brave enough to face your shadow. As dawn broke, the first rays of sunlight touched the castle towers. Birds sang, flowers bloomed, and magic filled the air. The valley and castle were alive again, vibrant with hope and life. Clover nibbled on a carrot. "Not bad for a story, huh?" Alara laughed. "I'll never forget this day, the day my kingdom returned and I found a true friend." Sofia smiled. "And the secret library will always be here for the next adventure. Every story needs heroes. Maybe one day it will call on you again." As they looked toward the horizon, golden light spread across the valley. Sofia knew their adventure was only the beginning. The secret library had more stories, more friends, and more lessons waiting for her. And somewhere deep in the mist, A faint whisper echoed. Princess Sofia, the heart of every story shines brightest in the bravest of hearts. After helping Princess Alara reclaim her kingdom, Sofia and Clover stepped back to the forest, ready to return to the secret library. But the magical world wasn't done with them yet. "Wait, Sofia," Clover said nervously, twitching his nose. "That light over there, it looks like it's calling us." Sofia tilted her head. Indeed, a faint glow shimmered behind a cluster of tall silver trees. Curious, she walked toward it, with Clover hopping close behind. Soon, they reached a clearing where the ground sparkled like tiny stars. In the center stood a large stone pedestal covered in glowing runes, strange symbols that shifted and changed when Sofia blinked. "What is this?" Clover whispered. Sofia knelt beside the pedestal. "I think it's a puzzle, maybe a test from the secret library." As she traced her fingers over the runes, a soft voice echoed through the clearing. "Only those with a pure heart and clever mind may unlock the knowledge hidden here." Sofia looked at Clover. "That must mean we need to solve the puzzle to continue our adventure." Clover gulped. "Solve a puzzle? You know my brain works better with carrots, not runes." Sofia giggled. "Don't worry, Clover. We'll do it together." The runes began to glow more brightly, forming a shimmering map of symbols. Sofia realized each rune represented a word, and together they formed a riddle. "I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind and light. What am I?" Sofia thought carefully. Clover twitched his ears. Riddle? Sounds tricky. Do we shout answers at it?" Sofia smiled. "Not exactly. We have to think logically. Let's see, speaks without a mouth, hears without ears, comes alive with wind and light. What in the magical world matches that?" They walked around the pedestal, examining the glowing runes. Suddenly, Robin and Mia flew down from the trees. "Princess, can we help?" Robin asked. Sofia nodded. "Yes, maybe a bird's perspective will give us a clue." Mia chirped excitedly. "I think it might be music. Music travels through the air. It can be heard, but has no mouth or ears. And it dances with light and wind." Sofia's eyes lit up. "That's it. Music." She spoke the word aloud. Immediately, the runes shimmered and glowed brighter. The stone pedestal split open, revealing a hidden chamber beneath. A staircase spiraled down into darkness, but tiny glowing stones lit the way. Clover looked nervous. "Down there? Are we sure it's safe?" Sofia smiled and patted him gently. "If the secret library brought us here, it must want us to enter, and I have a feeling something magical awaits." As they descended, the walls glowed with more runes, and the air smelled faintly of ancient books and fresh parchment. The chamber opened into a circular room filled with floating books, each glowing with different colors. In the center sat a golden book, larger than the rest. The voice returned. "This is the codex of knowledge. Only those who solve the puzzle may read its secrets. It holds stories from the beginning of magic itself." Sofia stepped forward and reached out to touch the golden cover. Instantly, the book opened, and words floated into the air. They formed pictures and small magical creatures that danced around her. Clover gasped. "Whoa, look at that." Sofia smiled. "It's incredible. This is why we solve puzzles, to discover the magic hidden in the stories." As she read the glowing words, a new riddle appeared. To protect the kingdom, a hero must understand the past, gather the lessons of courage, kindness, and friendship. Only then will the future shine. Sofia nodded. This is teaching us that every story we help isn't just an adventure. It's a lesson for the real world. That's why the secret library chose me. Suddenly, the chamber trembled. A small whirlwind of enchanted paper circled around them, carrying letters and symbols. Some pages had illustrations of dragons, others of magical creatures or enchanted forests. It was a test of observation, memory, and wisdom. Sofia focused. She guided Clover through the floating pages, matching the right lessons to the stories. "Courage goes with the dragon," she said. "Kindness goes with the forest fairies. Friendship belongs to the lost princess." With every correct match, a soft chime rang out. The glowing runes on the walls brightened, and the chamber hummed with power. Finally, the whirlwind settled, and the golden book glowed brighter than ever. The voice spoke one last time. You have passed the puzzle of the magical runes. Princess Sofia, knowledge and wisdom are now yours. Continue your journey. Many stories await, and many hearts need your courage. Sofia looked down at Clover, who was holding his ears in awe. We did it, Clover. Another story unlocked, another lesson learned. Clover yawned. I think my brain needs a nap, but I guess it was worth it. Sofia laughed. Rest soon, my friend. But first, we'll explore the next story. The secret library has more adventures waiting, and who knows what magical friends we'll meet. As they climbed back up the spiral staircase, the golden book floated gently behind them. Its light illuminated the path back to the forest clearing, and Sofia felt a warm, proud feeling in her heart. She was learning, helping, and discovering magic, all at the same time. Little did she know, the next story would be even more mysterious, and would require not only courage and kindness, but the cleverest thinking Sofia had ever done. After unlocking the puzzle of the magical runes, Sofia, Clover, and their friends stepped back into the misty forest. The sunlight was faint, and the magical glow of the crystals along the path lit their way. But Sofia knew their adventure wasn't over yet. The secret library always had more challenges for its chosen heroes. Where are we headed now? Clover asked nervously. Sofia looked ahead and noticed a faint shimmer in the distance. I think the next story lies that way, she said. Do you see that glowing wall? Sure enough, a massive hedge appeared in front of them, taller than the castle towers. The leaves sparkled with magical energy, and faint whispers echoed from inside. It's the maze, Clover exclaimed, hopping back. I hate mazes. I always get lost. Sofia smiled. This isn't just any maze, Clover. It's enchanted. We have to find the heart of the maze to continue the story and help the next magical character. Mia and Robin flew ahead, scouting the paths. There are many twists and turns, Mia said, but I think the glowing stones on the ground will guide us if we follow them carefully. Sofia led the way, her gown brushing softly against the sparkling leaves. Each turn revealed more wonders. Small fountains of liquid light, tiny fairies hiding among the flowers, and magical creatures peeking curiously from behind the hedges. Suddenly, a soft voice called from behind a tall hedge. Who dares enter the enchanted maze? Sofia turned and saw a glowing figure emerge, a small elf with bright green eyes. I am Leora, guardian of this maze, the elf said. Only those with courage, kindness, and cleverness may pass. You must solve the trials within, or the path will disappear. Sofia took a deep breath. We're ready. We'll do our best. The first trial appeared as a circle of floating keys, each glowing in a different color. A golden lock hovered in the air above them. To unlock the path, Leora said, choose the key that represents friendship. Clover twitched his nose. That's tricky. How do we know which one? Sofia studied the keys carefully. One had a small carved heart. Another had a swirling sun, and one had two tiny hands holding each other. This one, she said, pointing to the hands. She grabbed the key, and the lock clicked open. A section of the head shifted, revealing the next path. Good job, Sofia, Leora said. Now the second trial. Ahead, the path split into 3 winding tunnels. Each had a different challenge. In the first, shadows danced and tried to confuse travelers. In the second, a river of sparkling water blocked the way. In the third, strange floating letters formed a riddle in the air. Sofia thought carefully. The riddle might test our minds, she said. The river could test courage, and the shadows test bravery. Clover shivered. I don't want to face shadows. Sofia held his paw. We'll be together. Let's try the shadows. I think that's a trial for courage. As they entered the dark tunnel, the shadows swirled around them, whispering doubts and fears. You can't do this, one hissed. You'll get lost forever, another said. Sofia gripped Clover's paw and said firmly, we are not afraid. We have each other, and our hearts are strong. The shadows paused for a moment, then dissolved into sparkling light. A glowing arch appeared, leading to the next section of the maze. Next, the floating letters presented a riddle. I grow when shared, I shine when given, I am invisible but felt. What am I? Sophia thought of all the stories she had helped. Alara's kingdom, the forest creatures, the villagers of Enchantia. It's love, she exclaimed. The letters glowed brightly and formed a path forward. Soon, they reached the heart of the maze, a small clearing with a glowing fountain. In the fountain floated a magical book, its cover shining with rainbow colors. This is the story of the enchanted maze, Leora said. By reaching the heart, you have proven courage, friendship, and wisdom. Open the book, and the next adventure will begin. Sophia touched the book. The pages flipped on their own, revealing a tale of a hidden city lost under the forest, where creatures of all kinds lived in harmony. But a great storm had separated them. This is our next mission, Sophia said. We have to restore the city and bring everyone together. Clover yawned. I think I deserve a nap after that maze. Sophia laughed. Yes, but first, we have to help the story. Every challenge we complete makes the story and the kingdom stronger. The elf guardian Leora bowed. Princess Sofia, you have learned well. Magic grows with every brave act and kind decision. The secret library is proud to call you its hero. Sophia smiled, feeling proud and ready. Then let's continue, Clover. Another story awaits, and more magical friends need our help. And as the sun began to set behind the shimmering trees, the path ahead glowed brighter, leading Sophia, Clover, and their friends toward the next story, full of mystery, magic, and the promise of new lessons to learn. As the sun rose over the misty forest, Sophia, Clover, Robin, and Mia followed the glowing path in the heart of the enchanted maze. The magical book from the fountain hovered gently before them, guiding their way. The pages shimmered and pointed toward a distant mountain range. This must be the location of the hidden city, Sophia whispered. The one in the story. Clover twitched nervously. Hidden cities? Storms? Magical books? Sophia, are you sure we're ready for this? Sophia smiled. Clover, we've faced shadows, puzzles, and enchanted mazes. We can handle this too. As they climbed the forested mountains, the air grew colder and a faint mist covered the path. The forest below was a sea of sparkling silver leaves. Sophia noticed that the pages of the magical book now glowed with a soft golden light, showing the way. At last, they reached a cliff overlooking a valley, hidden from the outside world. In the center lay the lost city, its buildings covered in vines and shimmering with faint magic. The creatures of the city, tiny fairies, talking animals, and magical beings, peeked from behind trees and arches. They've been waiting for someone to help them, Robin said, circling overhead. Sophia nodded. We have to restore the city, bring it back to life, so everyone can live together in harmony. Clover wriggled. I hope this doesn't involve cleaning all those vines myself. Sophia laughed. Not quite, but it will involve teamwork and courage. The first challenge appeared immediately. A thick, magical fog covered the streets, preventing the creatures from finding their homes. Sophia realized that the fog could only be cleared by working together. She held a magical book and called out, Everyone, we need your help. Let's walk together and light the path. The animals, fairies, and tiny magical creatures joined them. Together, they held glowing lanterns, cast light spells, and sang songs that made the fog part and swirl away. Slowly, the streets became visible, and the city began to glow with life. Next, Sophia noticed the water in the fountain at the city's center was dark and still. Without it, the city could not flourish. She knelt beside it and whispered to Clover, This fountain needs hope to flow again. Let's fill it with our stories. Every adventure, every act of kindness, every friendship we built. Sophia, Clover, and the magical creatures began telling stories aloud, each memory making the fountain sparkle. With each tale, the water shimmered and began to move, finally bursting into a beautiful rainbow fountain. The city lit up with joy, and the creatures danced happily around it. Just then, a faint shadow appeared at the edge of the city. It was the spirit of a storm, the same magical force that had hidden the city long ago. Its voice rumbled through the valley. Who dares awaken the hidden city? Sophia stepped forward bravely. I am Princess Sofia. We've come to restore hope, friendship, and courage. Your storm cannot harm a city that has love and unity at its heart. The storm hesitated. You speak with truth and bravery. But can such a small heart truly protect so many? Sofia held her amulet high. It's not just my heart. It's every heart here, every creature, every friend, every act of kindness. Together, we are strong. The spirit of the storm looked down and then slowly dispersed, leaving a gentle breeze that carried the scent of flowers and magic throughout the city. The creatures cheered, and Sofia felt a warm glow in her heart. Clover hopped onto her shoulder. Wow, we really did it this time. Sofia smiled. Yes, Clover. The city is safe and the story is complete. Suddenly, the magical book glowed brightly and floated back toward the secret library. A soft voice spoke, echoing in the valley. Princess Sofia, you have proven yourself as a true hero of the stories. You bring courage, kindness, and hope to every heart you touch. Remember, every adventure you complete strengthens the magic of the library. Sofia bowed her head. Thank you. I promise to keep learning and helping every story I can. The valley shimmered one last time as the secret library's magic transported Sofia and her friends back to the hidden chamber beneath the castle library. The golden book returned to its place, waiting for the next hero to unlock its pages. Sofia looked at Clover and her friends. We did it, everyone. Another story saved, another lesson learned. And the best part? We did it together. Clover yawned. Yeah, teamwork makes adventures easier sometimes. Sofia laughed softly. Exactly. And the secret library will always have more stories, waiting for brave hearts like ours. As the sun set outside the castle, Sofia looked at her glowing amulet and smiled. She knew that more magical adventures were ahead, more friends to meet, and more stories to help finish. And with that, Sofia, Clover, Robin, and Mia walked out of the library, ready for their next magical adventure. Because the secret library had only begun to reveal its wonders. Glowing star, sparkles the end sparkles.